to my channel. So today I wanted to sit down and film a products I reach for the most. And this really changes. It really does. I don't reach for the same products all the time, but these are the products that I have reached for the most during January. Sorry if I seem a little scatterbrained. Little kitty Zoe has been in the vet hospital. She was there for 48 hours. So she's home now. She's getting better, but the lack of sleep has been getting to my brain lately. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start with primer. This is all makeup. None of this is going to be skincare or hair care. If you want to see a future video on that, let me know down in the comments. But the two primers, I just had it. Oh, there it is. The two primers I reach for the most are the Yinsa Tone Up Essential Glow Primer. I love this primer. It evens out my skin tone. My makeup lasts all day with it, and it just feels hydrating, but not dewy. So it feels nice. My skin absorbs it, but my skin doesn't get matte, super matte, because I do not like my skin super matte during the winter. And then it also doesn't look dewy or glowy or anything like that. It's a great primer. You put it on, you let it sit for 15 seconds, and then you go through and do your makeup. Now, I do love a pore filling primer, and my favorite is Tarte, the Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. As you can tell, I love this. I just press it into my pores, and it gives me a nice smooth base to start. While I will use the Yinsa all over my face, I will only focus this right here, and then also on my forehead and in between my eyebrows. Speaking of eyebrows, I have two favorites. I'm currently out of the other one. The first one is the NYX Fill and Fluff. It's like a pomade, but in a pen form. And then the spoolie is really weird. It's almost like a brush. It's not a spoolie. It's like a little fluffy brush. It's very easy to work with, and I really enjoy that. The second one is the e.l.f. This is the shade Espresso. In the container, it looked a lot lighter than it really is. I would probably go with a lighter color next time I need it, but this doubles as an eyeliner. It is a gel liner / brow pomade. I love it. It's easy to work with, and it's e.l.f., so it's very affordable. Let's talk foundation real quick. I have been mixing two. One I like on its own. One I'm really still trying to figure out if I like it on its own or not. But when I mix them, it gives me this gorgeous, natural, but kind of glowy, not sparkly, but like a natural, healthy look to my skin. And they're both very buildable. They blend easily and they mix well together. And these are the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, the original, and this is the shade Puff Bisque. Now, part of the reason I've been mixing them is because it's winter, so my skin is lighter than normal. And then the Light Illusion from Flower Beauty in the shade, I don't know. And the shade does not say. Ivory. So this is actually too light, this is actually too dark. When I mix them, it's perfect. I can't explain it. For some reason, it looks orange when I put it on, but as I blend it out, it matches flawlessly. They mix well together, they last all day, and it's just, They blend amazingly, they blend out easily, and they have such a gorgeous finish. Yeah, I cannot live without it. Now we are on concealer. So I have been doing 2 concealers. I use one when I need to brighten, and then I literally use the other every day. The other matches my skin tone perfectly, flawlessly. I love the formula. I love how well it blends. I love how it sits on my under eye, and it's just it is gorgeous. It's hydrating. It's a natural finish. It's not mattifying or drying or cakey or anything like that. And that is the Pretty Vulgar Undercover in the shade Little White Lies. It's perfect for me. When I'm going for a no makeup look, perfect. When I'm going for I need to look like I got all my sleep, look, perfect. When I need to conceal and then brighten, it layers great with the next concealer. And then what I really like about it is because this is not mattifying, but the other one is, when they mix together, it's perfect. I'm saying perfect a lot, but it's perfect. And the other one is the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer in the shade Light Peach. Super, super brightening. It almost doesn't even look peach. It almost looks white. But it is great for brightening. It's great for highlighting. I love mixing these two together. I know inside the container they look almost identical, but they're really not. And as you can tell, I did my makeup for this so that you can see these products in action. Now, before I set my face, I have been using a cream blush. And the reason I've been doing that is when I use a cream blush before I set my face, it still comes through the setting powder, and it gives me a nice, youthful, natural, flushed look. Not like I've been running or I'm sick, like just like a natural radiance. And the one I have fallen in love with is by Soap and Glory. It's a blush stick. And this is the shade Pink, Pop, and Pearl. I love this. It's called Love at First Blush. It is a highlight and sculpt cheek stick. It does have glow to it. It has shimmer in it. They are like I'm just going to swatch it for you real quick. It is very pink and it's very shimmery. But when I put my setting powder on top, it just kind of, it melts into the skin really, and then it blends. I just take my beauty sponge and I press it in, and I kind of just buff it around, and it turns into this almost golden glow, and it's just stunning. It really is. I have it on right now, obviously. I love it. I really do. And then I set my face. Now I use 2 things to set my face. One surprises me, because when I first got it and I first started using it, I was like, I really don't like this, but I kept using it because I paid for it. You know that feeling where like you keep using something because you paid for it? So the first one is the Morphe Bake and Set setting powder. This is the shade Brightening Pink. I use it to bake, and I really like my under eyes to be bright because my schedule changes. Some days I work until midnight, and then there are days when I wake up at 5 a.m. And then there are also days where I just want to look bright. So I will bake with that, and I will set my under eye with that. And then for all over setting, I use the Milk Blur and Set Translucent Setting Powder. When I first used this, and I think it's because I used a beauty sponge with it, in all honesty, I couldn't stand it. And then I tried baking with it, and I couldn't stand it. But now I just lightly put my brush in there, I dust it off I tap off the excess very well, and I just lightly go over my entire face with it. And it really is magic. Like when I pair that with the Timeless Smoothing Primer from Tarte, I really do look poreless, and it's amazing. I love it. And then I will go over and I will fully bronze my face. This shouldn't surprise anybody. This is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. It gives a nice natural glow. You look sun-kissed. And after baking, sometimes I just need that, because sometimes I overbake and I look white and I look pasty and I look sick. This gives a natural sun-kissed glow, like I've been in the sun all day. For contour, I've tried so many things. I've tried the Laura Mercier Cream Contour Palette, which I do like and I do reach for when I'm cream contouring. I've tried the Cover FX contour. I've tried Morphe bronzer. I've tried Tarte bronzer. I've tried Too Faced bronzer, and nothing measures up to the Anastasia bronzer. This is the shade Saddle. As you can see, I'm hitting pan. That is how much I love this bronzer. It blends out beautifully. It is, and they have so many different shades, so you can really find your shade in it. It's just, it is a stunning bronzer. It is matte. Well, I say natural, but yeah, natural matte traceless finish. And again, this is the shade Saddle, and it's just, y'all, it's stunning. I love it. Now, we've talked about all of this. I'm trying to like put things away as I talk about them. That way I know what I've talked about. If that makes sense. All right. So now that we have primed, foundation, concealed, put our brows on, put some blush on, contoured, all that goodness, let's talk about eyeshadow. I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. I love Jeffree Star. I love Morphe. I love Anastasia. I love my Huda Nude. I'm falling in love with ColourPop. But the one thing I've really been reaching for is the You Can Be Bubble Nebula. It is a dupe for the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde. It really is a stunning palette. I've used pretty much every single shade, and there's not a single shade in here that I'm like, you don't show up, or I don't like you. The one thing I will say is the glitters or the shimmers are very, very soft. If you drop the palette, it will break. Brushes don't really pick them up, so I do need to use my fingers, but if that's the only complaint I have about that palette, I think I'm doing pretty good. All right, so then after my face is pretty much done, lip liner, NYX. I have a crap ton of NYX lip liners, but this is my go-to. This is the shade Nude Pink, and it really is exactly what it says. It's nude pink. I love how well this goes on. It lasts all day. I don't have to reapply it. The only time I will go through and reapply it is after I eat or drink with a actual lipstick, not a liquid lipstick, but with an actual lipstick. And speaking of lipsticks, let's talk about I've literally been reaching for this like every single day. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW. It is a nude shade. I'm gonna put it next to the lip liner. It is very nude. And then when you mix it with the lip liner like I do, it is so pretty, y'all. You really just, it lightens the lip liner and it gives you that perfect nude lip, which I'm wearing right now. I love this. I really do. It's quickly become one of my favorite go-tos, and I've been doing it pretty much every single day this month. I still reach for my Jeffree Stars, obviously. I love my Jeffree Stars. Mannequin is my go-to, but I do really, really love that particular combo together. Mascara. So I have been wearing falsies lately. I do not have them on today. I'm actually going to talk about those real quick. But my go-to mascara has been the Maybelline The Falsies Lash Lift. It really does lift and make it look like you're wearing a very small pair of lashes. It's not super dramatic. It's pretty natural looking, actually. I have it on by itself right now. But since we're talking about lashes for a second, let's talk about an amazing brand called Fatal Beauty. They are an indie brand. They have palettes, they have loose pigments, they have glitters, and they have lashes. I ordered 5 pairs, and I got the little lash book free. Isn't it cute? It has a little see-through thing right here. And I went through and I like stuck all, because this insert is removable. So I went through and I stuck all the labels behind so I know which style is which. But their lashes are stunning. My go-to pair right now is Kim. This one all the way at the bottom. I haven't like glued these because I used them the other day. But this one is Kylie. And then we have a Victoria, Sierra, and then Gray. Gray is a friend of mine. She has her own set of lashes. Aren't they stunning? Yes, I love this brand. They are amazing. They wear gorgeously. Now, let's talk about blush and highlight. The one thing I found myself reaching for the most lately is the Tarteist Pro Glow. It has bronzer, highlight, and blush, and it is stunning. It really is. I don't really reach for the bronzers too much because I'm pretty sure they're the exact same bronzers that are in the Park Avenue Princess palette. But the main reason I don't really reach for them is because they kind of have a sheen to them. And I'm not, I mean, they're pretty for when I want like a warm up. I'm just not really into it. But both of these highlighters are stunning. You have one that's like a peachy and then one that's a champagne-y. And then we have 2 blushes, which I'm actually wearing both of them today on top. You get a pale and you get a rosy. It's just, it's a great palette. It really is. If you're going on vacation, it's really all you're gonna need. And then we have 2 items left. We have the Ulta Brow Gel. Because I do my brows before I set my face and everything, I do feel like I need to go through with a brow gel. And I have a few. I have the Mellow Cosmetics, which I do not like at all. It's too watery. Then I also have the Lime Crime one, and I do like that. It has a very unique wand. But this one I reach for the most. It's not too watery, but if my brows are too dark and I set them with powder and then go over it with this, they look a lot more natural. So, and last but not least, my setting spray. I have tried many different setting sprays and none of them really compare to this one. I have the iconic London in front of me, and it's nice when I want like a glowy day. I have the Becca Skin Love, which I actually do like it. It's nice. It's not like shimmery or anything. It almost reminds me of Mack Fix Plus, but not as good. It's almost there, but it's just not there. And then I have the Jeffree Star X Morphe. I love all of the Morphe setting sprays, I really do. I have nothing negative to say about them. They aren't matte, but they aren't dewy or luminous. They're natural, so you can really put them on top of anything. Like if you have a dewy makeup day, but you still need to set your face and you don't want a dewy spray, right there. you have matte makeup on, but you don't want to mattify your face even more, right there. Plus it smells amazing. It smells like pink Star Wars. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. That is my January 2020 favorites. And then wool brushes, of course, my Morphe brushes. I have the Jaclyn Hill and Jeffree Star collections. And then I have the Eyes Have It collection. So I reach for all of those. I don't really have a favorite eyeliner. I kind of just reach for one. I have a little bit of everything, so it really just depends on how I'm feeling that day and what makeup look I feel like doing. I really don't have a favorite. So, yes. I know my hair color has changed like every video this month. At the beginning of the month it was purple, like a dark purple. And then it was red, and then it was an orangish color, and now it's brown. I'm trying to get back to my natural color, which is a little bit lighter than this. It was blonde when I was younger, but as I got older, it got like a darker blonde. But yeah, so I'm gonna give my hair a break and kind of leave it alone for a while. So as it grows out, it will look more natural. But this is fresh, so naturally it's gonna look darker because your hair fades as you wash it. Especially since I don't use a color protecting shampoo. I'm like, I'm gonna change the color in 6 months anyway, so yeah. Speaking of hair, if y'all wanna see a hair or skin favorites video, let me know down in the comments. We can definitely do that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go. It's time for Zoe's medicines. So I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching.